everyone, I'm Sara from the Onlyschooling Mom, and today I've got another teacher tag for you. Yay! This one's on a much bigger sheet of paper because it's just much easier to read than those little tiny ones on my little tiny clipboard. You gotta admit that clipboard was kind of cute. But this one is from TooCoolForMiddleSchool, and that's another teacher that I found on YouTube that I really like. In fact, I found her through Real Rap with Reynolds. And I'm sorry I had to read that off, but that's kind of a tongue twister, and I wanted to make sure I got that correct. He is a high school English teacher, and I really enjoy his videos, and he led me to TooCoolForMiddleSchool, and she had this list that she made that is the iteachtoo, hashtag iteachtoo list. And so I'm going to try to go through this. Again, these were developed for teachers. I'm going to squeak. These were developed for teachers, but because I have a teaching degree and I'm a homeschool teacher and a substitute teacher, I can answer quite a few of these. In fact, I did what she did. I wrote them in Flair pen, in rainbow colors, and I answered it in black. And so I followed it as much to the letter as I could. So let's get started here. What do you teach and where? Well, I teach at home to one student, my son. He is a 7th grader. And I teach all subjects. And I substitute teach all grades, all subjects. That said, I do not like to sub PE. I get a headache. I come home, I crash, I basically say no to PE. So PE is pretty much out. But if I have to, I will do it. You know, the money's not too bad, so if I have to, I'll do it. But please don't ask me. How long have you been teaching? Well, I've been a substitute teacher for several years, even before my son was born. And then several years while I was in school getting my teaching degree. Then there was a time when I got my teacher's license, my K-6 license, but there were no teaching jobs. And so I was a substitute teacher. And then at that time, we decided to homeschool my son. And so now I substitute teach about 2 days a week. He goes to grandma's house. For those days, he's kind of on autopilot those days with his schoolwork. And so I've been doing substitute teaching for several years. I was also a paraeducator for special ed students for many years as well. This is my 3rd year as a homeschooler. We started 5th grade, then we did 6th grade, now we're in 7th grade. And we're in week 6 as of this video. Did you always know that you wanted to be a teacher? Okay, funny story. This is like TooCoolForMiddleSchool. In 8th grade, there were all these awards given at 8th grade graduation. I got Future Teacher Award. I don't know how I got it. I don't know why I got it. But that's what they thought I was going to be. I fought against that designation for years. I fought against it so hard, I joined the Army for 4 years. I was in the National Guard for an additional 5 years after that. So 9 years in the Army. But even while I was in the Army, they made me teach classes. They said, she can teach. Let's make her teach the class. So after all that time, I finally got a job as a paraeducator, and people kept saying, why don't you get your teaching degree? You've got your 2 years associates in elementary education. Go finish your teaching degree. So guess what? I got a teaching degree. So here I am. What is your typical what is your typical hashtag teacher OOTD outfit of the day? You're looking at it. This is a LuLaRoe t-shirt and LuLaRoe leggings. I hope you can see those. LuLaRoe leggings. Ta-da! That's what I wear. I wear leggings and t-shirts if I can help it. If I'm a substitute teaching, I wear khaki slacks and a very nice shirt. If it's a Friday and it's a school that I'm at normally, One of the schools that I'm at, I have actually one of their t-shirts, and I will wear that t-shirt that day. Number 5, what do you usually bring for lunch? I don't. I eat the school lunch. I know, it's not very healthy for me, but that's when I'm substitute teaching. When I'm at home, of course I eat more healthy. And excuse the noises you hear in the background, my cat is doing Spasticat mode. And if you have a cat, you know what Spasticat mode is. That's when they run around the house like a mad, crazed animal. Yes, my cat is in Spasticat mode. So, school lunch when I'm substitute teaching, healthy lunch when I'm at home, like a salad with tuna fish or a sandwich, or if I'm being bad, a cup of ramen noodles. What is one of your favorite books about teaching? I went upstairs, I paused the video and I went upstairs and I got this. This is one of my favorite ones, or one of the most recommended ones if you're a homeschooling mom. It's You Can Teach Your Child Successfully. It's by Ruth Beechick. I had to get this used. I don't think you can get it new anymore. This is, hi kitty. No, don't bring your ball down here. I'm not going to play fetch with you down here. Our cat plays fetch. We have a very special cat. This is all about teaching your own children, and this particular book is for the old upper grades, grades 4 through 8. And this is a must-have if you are going to be homeschooling. I have looked at some of the books that some of the teachers have been recommending, and they are really fascinating. And so I really enjoy looking at some of the teacher books because they're giving me ideas for being a substitute teacher, like classroom management skills. Those are still skills that I need to have, and so I enjoy reading those books as well. What is one of your favorite teacher movies? Okay, I have 2. One is Mr. Holland's Opus, and I love that one because that kind of feels like me, a teacher, a reluctant teacher, a teacher who got into teaching but really, you know, wanted to do something else, and then it turned out that he was really good at what he did. Not that I'm saying I'm really good at what I do. So a reluctant teacher. And then Good Will Hunting is one of my favorite movies. You know, yes, there's a lot of cursing in it, but I think it's one of the best movies that Robin Williams and help me out here in the comments section. Anyhow, I'm going to move on to number 8 because number 8 is very special to me. Who was your favorite teacher? I had a teacher in 8th grade called, his name is Mr. Prio, and we're still in touch. He was my music teacher. I never thought I'd go into choir, and a friend of mine dragged me into choir, and he told me that I was going to be a music teacher. He was convinced that I was going to get a doctoral degree in ethnomusicology, which is the study of music in different ethnic cultures. He was convinced that I was going to be a teacher of some sort, but he believed in me as being able to be a teacher of some sort, and that meant a lot to me. That meant a lot to a middle school student when you are so confused with who you are and where you're going, and you just don't know what to do with yourself as a middle school student. You're tripping over your own arms and legs. Your identity is in crisis mode. And he took me and gave me an identity that I could grasp and help me believe in myself, and that was very important to me. So thank you, Mr. Prio. That meant a lot to me. Who are some of your favorite teacher YouTubers, Instagrammers, Snapchatters, etc.? I don't do Snapchat. I can't understand it. I am a technological person. I'm a geek. I understand technology. I don't get Snapchat. But I am into YouTube and I am into Instagram. I am the only schooling mom on Instagram as well. But I follow on YouTube and Instagram basically Casey Morris, the kindergarten teacher, Real Rap with Reynolds, Pocket Full of Primary. The thing is, I follow some homeschoolers on Instagram, but not on YouTube. And that's why I want to be on YouTube. I don't see homeschoolers on YouTube. I don't know if they just don't want to be out there. I don't know if they have an aversion to technology. I don't know if it's because we didn't get into homeschooling until 5th grade and I'm missing out on some secret society that says homeschoolers don't do YouTube. I guess I'm hoping that these videos are going to change that. I want to be a voice of a homeschooler out in the wilderness. I want to be different. And I'm only homeschooling one child, and that makes me different already. So that's part of why I'm making these videos, is I feel that there is a dearth, a lack of homeschooling videos out there. I'm just not finding them. I'm not finding the people to follow. If you know of people to follow, please put them in the comment section below, because I really would like to have those connections with other YouTubers, other people who are into technology. What is one of your best classroom management tips? Okay, as a substitute teacher, this is an easy one. When I walk into a room and I start meeting the kids, I ask them first thing, especially the boys, who likes Minecraft? Now, that is still a very popular game, and if those kids find out I play Minecraft, I have gotten in with those kids. And it's not just the boys, it's the girls too. Now, if they don't like Minecraft, especially with the girls, they like horses, or unicorns, or the color pink, or maybe they like just video games in general. I will make a connection personally somehow with each and every one of those kids. And when I have that personal connection, that is when I have classroom management. I like to be able to go up to that kid and say, so, you like to play Minecraft, huh? My son and I play Minecraft. We've been playing Minecraft since he was 5 years old, and he is 12 now. And that's just one thing. It kind of disconnects them from the behavior that they're doing and switches them into a different mode. It gives us something to talk about that isn't what they're doing at hand. It gives us something else to work on. Or let's say that they've finished their work and they need something to do and I don't have anything else for them to do at the moment. I tell them, flip over your paper and draw something from Minecraft for me. Or draw a horse for me. Or draw a unicorn for me. I have something that I have a connection with them that I can talk to them about. It's all about those personal connections, right? We know this. And so as a substitute teacher, I try to make personal connections as quickly as possible. Because if I have those, even if I'm never in that room again, it's one of the quickest things I can do to make the day go by more smoothly. And it's just something I can do as a teacher, as a substitute teacher, that will work. Number 11, what is one reason you decided to become a teacher? I like the aha moment, the light bulb moment, when they get it. I love the 3rd, 4th, 5th graders because they get those aha moments. More so, I think, than the younger kids. I think people are going to argue with me on that. I think the little kids do a lot. But I really like the older kids because they have those moments on different things. Like when they've read a story and the comprehension of the story hits them. Or the comprehension of a math concept hits them. And I'm just more comfortable with those age grades. Even in the high school levels, you can get an aha moment. It's the light bulb moment that I always was grasping for when I started teaching. And unfortunately, I will say unfortunately, my student teaching was in 6th grade. And I just didn't get those aha moments with 6th graders. They have an attitude of knowing it all. And so to get an aha moment out of a 6th grader takes an awful lot. And you really have to work for it. And even if they have it, they don't want to show it. So when I went into teaching, I wanted to teach the younger grades because I wanted to see the light bulb moment. So that's Too Cool for Middle School's #ITeachToo list. And I'm going to pull my David Letterman, which I've been doing on all of these teacher tags, and I'm going to toss the... Well, that didn't go very well. I'm going to toss my list. I love these teacher tags. Throw them at me. Throw them at me as I throw them away. I just realized how ironic that was. Send them my way. I will do them. I want to see some homeschool ones. The reason I'm doing these videos, and the reason that I didn't have any favorite YouTubers, again, like I said, is that are homeschoolers, is that they're just not out there that I'm finding. I want to be one of those. I want more of them. I want to connect. There are groups called co-ops, and we have 2 in my area, but I find they're very insular. They don't want to, they want to be very closed in on themselves. Whereas I want to be branched out. I want to meet people from all over the world. And technology can do that. So I want to meet homeschoolers and educators from all over the place. And so I'm reaching out through YouTube, through Instagram, through Facebook. I have all of those. I have a blog, which I have sadly neglected, which I am going to get started back up again, about homeschooling an only child. And please contact me. Let's get a conversation started. Subscribe down there. Like it if you like this video. Hit the little bell if you want to hear more. And again, we'll talk later. I'm Sara with the Onlyschooling Mom, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.